Hi, I'm Coach Jake Flath. I'm one of the strength coaches here at 10th Cab H2F. Today I'm going to be showing you how to read and translate and utilize our deployment programs and how to functionally and effectively read what we got going on here. So if you look at the top, your weekly structure is 3 lifts. We're going to pair that up with our conditioning days, but that's on a separate file. You can see this is block 1. Each block is going to be 4 weeks long, and the program is our 60-minute fully equipped program. So this is if you have 60 minutes of time and you have all of the equipment that you would be accustomed to at home, in a home gym, where we have all of the implements that you might ever need. So each day is broken up into one of these columns. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday would be your optimal lifting days if you can do that. Each column here is separated into week 1, 2, 3, and 4. So if we were to zoom in, you can see week 1 corresponds with this row all the way down through all these different exercises. At the top here, you've got your warm-up. If you were to click on training preparation, it'll take you to our YouTube page where you can see specific warm-ups. If you decide to do one warm-up, you might have more time one day, so you'll do the in-place dynamic warm-up. You might have less time on another day. You might do a little bit shorter conditioning warm-up. Depends on you and the time that you have. So once you choose your warm-up, you move on to the lift. Each lift is going to be broken up into different categories. You're going to have a power movement every day, a lower body push, an upper body push. V means vertical. If you look over here on Wednesday, H would mean horizontal. So that's the category of lift. Your posterior chain exercise or your backside exercise, it's going to focus on your hips, your hamstrings, and your glutes primarily. Your upper body pull, SL stands for single leg. You'll have a carry to do each day or a drag, depending on what we have programmed. You'll have a neck exercise and a trunk exercise. That's how you read your categories of exercises. Every single exercise is going to be hyperlinked, just like training preparation box. If you open a link in the tab, it'll show you exactly what that exercise is going to have in store for you. This one is the altitude landing. So you'll have a demonstration for every single exercise. In the box below, if there's any specific notes that the coach has for you, they'll put them in this box right below the exercise. So this particular exercise, altitude landings, the coach would want you to superset with your dumbbell rear foot elevated split squats. A superset is performing one exercise immediately after the other and then beginning your rest. So I would do altitude lands. As soon as I get done with my set of altitude lands, I go right into my set of dumbbell rear foot elevated split squats. All of the acronyms and things will be in our manual for the training programs. Now that we've got that out of the way, time, RPE, sets, and reps. Those are our 4 categories for our lifts. So the time refers to the amount of rest that you'll get with each set that you do. So the way it's set up is if you were to have a stopwatch and you're about to perform set 1 of your altitude lands, you start the timer, you go do your first 3 reps of your altitude lands. Because it's supersetted with dumbbell rear foot elevated split squats, you would go and you'd hit 5 reps each leg of that dumbbell rear foot elevated split squat. You're done with that set. Now you're watching your timer and waiting for that clock to say 1 minute and 30 seconds. Once 1 minute and 30 seconds hits, you start set 2, 3 reps of altitude landings. Then you immediately go, you superset with dumbbell roof elevated split squats, and you'll do 5 reps each leg. You just rinse and repeat. Clock is still running. 3 minutes hits, you do your next set. 4 minutes, 30 seconds hit, you do your next set. Simple as that. If an exercise is supersetted with something, it will share the rest time. So you can start the clock and it won't throw you off. Certain things, like your carry, neck, and trunk, will oftentimes be a triple superset. So you'll do your dumbbell Zercher carry, go right into your neck rotation, and then go right into your hanging knee raise. You'll have typically more time between your supersets to rest. Your RPE, if you have your RPE there, uh, like you would have on dumbbell roof elevated split squats, RPE is a scale ranging from 1 to 10 based off of your own perceived difficulty. RPE stands for rate of perceived exertion. So you would perform on a scale of 1 to 10 a difficulty of 3 for this particular warm-up set of dumbbell roof elevated split squats. The next set, you would perform at a difficulty of 4 RPE. So you can adapt that in a couple of different ways. You can either increase the weight of implements that you're using, or maybe you go slower on the way down. You add an eccentric component. It could also be that as you move from set to set and you fatigue, you might get more tired, so your perceived exertion might be higher. Say this set of 6 RPE, you get tired, and that weight feels like a 7 RPE the next set. That's the general gist of how you read a day of training. So week 1, you can write your date in to follow along and keep track. You'll progress from Monday, week 1, to Wednesday, week 1, over to Friday, week 1. Then you'll start over back at Monday, week 2, so on and so forth. As far as our conditioning is concerned, one page holds block 1 Tuesday's conditioning for weeks 1, 2, 3, and 4. Your warm-up box over here will take you to the conditioning warm-up. Again, that's right to our YouTube page. It'll show you our conditioning warm-up. It's about 2 minutes and 14 seconds long of a video. The exercises and the warm-up itself will take you longer to do than 2 minutes and 14 seconds, but it's just a demonstration of all the exercises. When you read this, you will have a brief at the top for each block that'll tell you your goal for the weeks. Your Tuesday, day 1 conditioning is going to be just a simple run. Your category shows you what this is working, which is your aerobic capacity. Your movement is the exercise you'll be performing, which is just running. There are no sets and reps because the load or the distance is based off of time. So you're going to run for 30 minutes. You don't need a rest in between. It's just a 30-minute run. Again, here you see RPE/heart rate zone. We will use heart rate zones to base our training. If the RPE is between a 6 and an 8, and it's around zone 2 for heart rate, great. If you don't have heart rate training available to you, if you don't have a heart rate monitor on your watch or a strap on with your chest, just use the RPE scores here, and that'll guide you as much as you need. Our day 2 for conditioning, and this is still block 1, day 2 for conditioning with fully equipped, we'll rotate. We'll go 1 week mixed modality conditioning. The other week, we'll do a ruck march. Science has shown that the optimal time for ruck marches, or between ruck marches, is about 10 to 14 days. So we don't need to do a ruck march every single week. This is where it might get a little confusing. Our mixed modality training here, you're going to have a minute and 45 rest between exercises. So you have 5 different exercises here: the assault bike, kettlebell swings, the rower, overhead med ball slams, and just regular sprints. Your sets and reps are here at the top. So you'll do one set of 5 reps on the assault bike at an RPE of 8. You don't have a prescribed load or distance here because it's an assault bike. Your reps will last for 20 seconds, and you will have 40 seconds rest in between each rep. Once you have completed 5 reps on the assault bike, you will take a minute and 45 rest, and you'll move on to your next exercise, which is the kettlebell swing. Now you rinse and repeat. You have one total set of 5 reps at an RPE of 8. If you grab a kettlebell between 35 and 80 pounds, that's about the range that people will find comfortable for their weight. Again, it's based off of RPE. So if your RPE is an 8, at 80 pounds, you're in the right spot. If your RPE is about a 5 because you're using a 35-pound dumbbell or kettlebell, I'm sorry, you need to bump that weight up. Again, you're working for 20 seconds, then you're resting for 40 seconds, and you start your next rep. Same goes for the other 3 exercises. Okay? You're starting very light on your ruck marches. Again, we alternate. So week 1, mixed modality conditioning. Week 2, ruck marches, working on your aerobic capacity. You do not have any prescribed sets and reps. You want to aim for an RPE of 6 to 8 or zone 2 heart rate. Your load in your back should be about 25 to 35 pounds. We're starting very light, and you're just going to go as far as you can in 60 minutes. So on, so forth. That's how you do day 2. Then we go back to block 2, day 1 Tuesday, block 2, day 2 Thursday. Pretty self-explanatory. If there's any questions on any of these, just let me know. All of the strength coaches will have their contact information in our training manual for the deployment program. Anytime, shoot us a text, set up an appointment to call us. If you want to make a Zoom call, whatever it is you need, let us know and we'll be there to help. Thanks. Bye.